Nehemiah chapter 1. Nehemiah chapter 1. I'll be in about 3 chapters, but I got like a few verses. I'm going to hit in them, just some key verses. We're going to go on. Amen?
Amen.
I know y'all ready for that hot topic, right? Got your partner? You got your partner? I need you to get you a good partner for this one right here. I need you to get with somebody who's going to have the same mindset that you got going into 2019. All right, so get you somebody now who's ready to do something. Amen? Look at somebody, tell them, say, I'm going in.
I'm going in.
Full of faith.
Full of faith. Say that again.
Get y'all another partner. You got to get up and get somebody. Look at somebody, tell me where I say, I'm going in.
I'm going in.
Full of faith.
Full of faith.
All right.
Full of force.
Can you give me my desk, please? See, y'all didn't get it, so I got to give the definition. Because you need to know what you're going in. I ain't going to be before you long. But you need to get this. Look at somebody, tell them, say, I'm going into 2019.
I'm going to 2019.
In full of faith.
In full of faith.
Okay, so I got to give you the definition of what full of faith means. Are you ready for this? Give you this definition of what it means. Full of faith means something brought about by a cause or an agent, a result. But this is the one I like. The power to produce an outcome or achieve a result.
All right.
You didn't hear that, did you? The power to produce an outcome or achieve a result. Now look at somebody now and tell them, I'm going into 2019.
I'm going into 2019.
In full of faith.
In full of faith.
Full of faith. I ain't half step in 2019.
Come on.
I'm going in. Full of faith. I'm going in with a goal. I'm going in to achieve some things.
Come on.
I'm going in to complete some things. I'm going in to finish strong.
Yes.
Everybody in Nehemiah chapter 1, I'm going in full of faith. So I'm going to start at Nehemiah chapter 1, and I'm going to start at verse 2. That's all right? Okay, so we're talking about Nehemiah. So it said, no, let me go back to 1. Let me just go back to 1. Yeah, let me go on to 1. Let me go to 1. It said the words of Nehemiah, the son of Hachaliah, and it came to pass in the month of Chislev, in the 20th year, as I was in Shushan the palace. Verse 2. That Hanai, one of my brethren, came, he and certain men of Judah. And I asked them concerning the Jews that had escaped, which was left of the captivity, and concerning Jerusalem. Verse 3. And they said unto me, the remnant that are left of the captivity there in the province are in great affliction and reproach. The walls of Jerusalem also is broken down, and the gates thereof are burned with fire. So I got to stop right there. Because here was Nehemiah was sitting in the palace. And what Nehemiah began to do, he began to inquire the state of the Jews.
All right.
Look at somebody say, you're going to have to inquire.
You're going to have to inquire. That's good.
So in other words, he had to investigate.
Right.
He had to find out what was going on. Because see, a lot of times we do stuff, but we don't inquire. A lot of times we make moves, but we don't investigate. But see, Nehemiah is sitting and he's inquiring of the state of the people. Verse 4. And it said, and it came to pass, when I heard these words, that I sat down and wept, and mourned certain days, and fasted and prayed before the God of heaven. Now this is what I want you to see. That when Nehemiah got the information that he needed, he did not make a move.
Oh, wow.
That's right.
He didn't make a move to go down there and So the first one I say they pray on them.
That's right.
So he inquired. So now he is praying with the information that he got. And this is what the Lord told me to tell you. Don't you make a move without inquiring.
It's good.
Don't be hopping up doing stuff and you ain't sought the Lord. Because before you make a move, you want to make sure that God is in on it.
Right.
See, a lot of times we make moves, then we want God to come in on it.
Right.
But see, in 2019, you can't make moves without God being in on it.
That's good.
So before you make a move, you need to first inquire.
That's good.
And so what Nehemiah did, Nehemiah just didn't pray. The Bible said he fasted and he mourned. In other words, the state moved him. In other words, the Lord showed him, he said, you can't go into 2019 in the motions.
That's good.
Going through the motion. Because some of you go through the motion. One minute, you're going through the motions. In other words, it ain't hit you like it hit Nehemiah. Because it hit him so hard, the Bible said he sat down.
That's good.
And he began to mourn. And he began to weep. And he began to fast. And he began to pray. So I asked the Lord, I said, but it's one thing for you to pray, but it's another thing for you to take it with prayer and fasting. He said, because see, there are some things that are not going to move in your life unless you fast and you pray.
Good.
So Nehemiah went before the Lord after he got the information. Verse 5. And said, I beseech thee, Lord God of heaven, the great and terrible God, that keepeth covenant and mercy for them that love him and observe his commandment. Let thine ear now be attentive and thy eyes open, that thou mayest hear the prayer of thy servant, which I pray before thee now, day and night. For the children of Israel, thy servants, and confess the sins of the children of Israel, which have sinned against thee. Both I and my father's house have sinned. But this is what I want you to see. The first thing Nehemiah said was this: Lord, let your ear be attentive to hear my prayer. How many of you, when you pray, ask the Lord, say, Lord, can you lend me an ear? Oh, y'all ain't going to help me tonight. So what Nehemiah knows is this: I don't just need God to hear me. I need God to adhere to what I'm about to bring before him.
Yes.
Look at somebody say, you're going to need to get God in on this. He said, I need the Lord to be attentive. Because see, what people don't understand is, yeah, God hear all prayers. He hear all petitions. But everybody can't get God's attention.
That's right.
Good.
And see, when you can get God to be attentive, then you can get God to move. But you first got to get his ear.
Yes.
So what Nehemiah did is he prayed for God's ear first.
That's right.
He asked God to do nothing.
That's good.
He prayed first that I can hear. Lord, can I get your ear first? Before I ask you anything, I need to know that you can be attentive to hear what I'm about to say. And so what he did in that prayer, he came clean. So the Lord told me to tell you in 2019, you're going to have to come before him, but you're going to have to come clean. So what Nehemiah did, he talked about the sin that he had committed in everybody else. Because see, when you really need God to move, when you really need God to move, then you realize there's some stuff that you got to move in order for God to move for you. So this wasn't no prayer Nehemiah needed a bill paid.
Come on.
This was a prayer about it was some people that were in captivity and the walls were down. And if you know if you got somebody in captivity, you just can't walk over there and get them.
No, can't.
You just can't walk. I just can't go downtown and go to the jailhouse and just get the key and open the door. Look, somebody said you're going to need access granted in 2019.
You don't need access granted.
So Nehemiah was praying.
That's right.
He was confessing the sins of him and the people. And then he drops down in verse 8. He said, remember, I beseech thee, the word that thou commandest thy servant Moses, saying, if ye transgress, I will scatter you abroad the nations. Verse 9. Look at somebody say, but if you would just make that turn.
If you just make that turn.
But look at somebody say, you have to make a full turn.
You have to make a full turn.
See, you can't go into 2019 like you did in 2018 with this half step.
Come on.
You can't just make a half turn. Look at somebody say, this year you have to turn all the way.
All the way.
He said, but if you turn unto me and keep my commandments and do them. He said, you got to turn, you got to keep them. And look at somebody say, you got to do them.
You got to do them.
You got to turn, you got to keep, and you got to.
He said, though there were of you cast out unto the uttermost part of the heaven, yet would I gather them from thence and bring them unto the place that I have chosen to set my name there. The Lord said, if you would just get the slate clean, and if you would just make the turn, and if you would just obey my commandment and do what I say, I'll drop all the charges. He said, I'll drop all the charges. What you did last year, what you did yesterday, what you did on last week. He said, if you would just make a full turn,
Jesus.
if you would just be obedient and do what I say, I'll drop all the charges.
Jesus.
Look at somebody say, I'm expecting
I'm expecting
a case dismissed.
a case dismissed.
What you say?
Help me, Holy Ghost.
Come on.
I need my charges dropped.
Verse 10. It said, now these are thy servants and thy people whom thou hast redeemed
Amen.
by thy great power and by thy strong hand. Verse 11. He said, but oh Lord, I beseech thee, I beg of thee, I plead with thee, let not thy ear be attentive. And somebody said, there go again.
There go again.
After he done said all of that, he's still trying to get God what?
Ear.
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 Mm.
The ear.
How bad do you really want?
Come on.
How bad do you really want God to be attentive?
Mm.
How bad do you really want to have God's ear?
Amen.
Mm.
He asked for the second time. Now that thy ear be attentive to the prayer of thy servant, and to the prayer of thy servant who desires to fear thy name and prosper. He said, not only do I desire to fear your name, but I also desire to prosper. So when I got there, I said, well, what is Nehemiah talking about prospering? He said the prospering that Nehemiah is talking about, Nehemiah is calling those things that be not as though they were. Because he already know what he petitioning God for.
Come on.
And see, he want what he about to do to prosper.
It's
See, you
good.
want what you to do, what you about to do in 2019. You want it to prosper. You want it to succeed.
Yeah.
So in order for it to prosper and to succeed, then that means you're going to have to get God's attention.
Right. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Good.
Amen.
He said, I desire to fear your name and prosper.
Mm.
He said, and I pray thee, thy servant, this day, and grant him mercy in the sight of this man, for I was the king's cupbearer. So we see in chapter 1, what about Nehemiah has done his investigation. We see in chapter 1 where Nehemiah had put down some plates and got in some sackcloth and ashes. Because see, y'all want to pray, but y'all don't want to kill nothing.
Come on.
You want God to do some stuff, but you don't want to kill nothing. You don't want to sacrifice nothing. All you do is sit up and feed your flesh. But Nehemiah know I must die if I'm going to get God ear in on this.
Jesus.
And so that's what he did in chapter 1. He got the slate clean.
Yes.
He prayed.
Yes.
He got God's ear. And I'm going to show you how he got God's ear. So going down to chapter 2. And it said, it came to pass in the month of Nisan, in the 20th year of Artaxerxes, the king, that was wine before him, and I took up the wine. He's talking about Nehemiah. And I gave it to the king. He said, now I had not been before time sad in his presence. Wherefore the king said unto me, why is thy countenance sad? seeing thou art not sick. This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. In other words, this thing was weighing so heavy on Nehemiah till it was weighing on his face. So the king recognized that something is bothering you. I know you don't look sick, but something is heavy on you. Oh, let me show you this right here. Verse 3. And this is what Nehemiah said. And said unto the king, let the king live forever. He said, why should not my countenance be sad? When the city, the place of my father's sculpture, lieth waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire. And see, what the Lord was telling me to tell you is this. See, it's got to get bad to you before you make a move. See, it ain't got bad to you. That's why you still nonchalant about things. You ain't in a hurry about nothing. You ain't in no hurry to fast. You ain't in no hurry to turn down no stuff because it ain't an urgency in you. In other words, it ain't got bad to you. What about you want to do something that you ain't never done? But this thing is bothering Nehemiah. And it's weighing heavy on him. Because look at somebody say, this is the place you want to get to.
This the place you want to get to.
Verse 4. Then the king said unto me, for what dost thou make request? So I prayed to the God of heaven. You want to get to a place. What about the Lord say to you? What is your request?
Amen.
Look at somebody say he got his ear.
He got his ear.
Look at somebody say he got his attention. King said, what is your request? See, that's what you want to get to in prayer. See, you want to get to in prayer about God give you an answer back.
Come on.
And the answer be, what is your request? What can I do for you? What can I do for you? But because he sacrificed, because he fasted and he prayed, because he repented, and he laid before the Lord, and he got the slate king, the Lord said, I'm going to touch the king and have the king to ask you what it is you need. And I asked the Lord, I said, well, why would you do that? He said, because the king had what Nehemiah needed, what he was praying for.
Jesus.
In other words, people don't understand that. When you're praying about something, it's always attached to somebody.
Come on.
So what the Lord had to do with Nehemiah's prayer, to let Nehemiah know that he had heard him and that he had got his ear, he touched the king and said, what is your request?
Jesus.
Amen. That's all right then. Amen. Amen.
I can only imagine how Nehemiah was looking at that moment.
All right.
To know that I got his ear. To know that God was attentive.
Right.
To know that God heard me. That he touched the king's heart.
Jesus.
And the Lord spoke through the king and said, now what is your request? Look at somebody said, I got to get there.
I got to get there.
I got to get to that place.
Got to get to that place.
What the Lord say, what is your request? Verse 5. And I said unto the king, if it please the king, and if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldest send me unto Judah, unto the city of my father's sculpture, that I may what? Build it. So now Nehemiah done went from praying to now he got a plan.
Come on.
Did you see that? He done prayed about it. But he also got a plan. And his plan consists of what he's going to need to execute the prayer.
Come on.
Help me, Jesus. It said in verse 6, and the king said unto me, for how long shall this journey be? And when wilt thou return? So it pleased the king to send me, and I set him a time. Verse 7. Moreover, I said unto the king, if it please the king, let letters be given to me to the governors beyond the rivers, that they may convey me over till I come into Judah. And when I got there, this is what the Lord told me to tell some of y'all. Look at somebody say, be expecting a letter.
Be expecting a letter.
Because see, you got his ear. Nehemiah got his ear. So whatever Nehemiah needs, because he done said, whatever your request I'm going to grant it.
Come on.
So whatever it is you need, whether it's a letter.
Come on.
Look, somebody say, check your mail.
Check your mail.
He said, can I get some letters sent? That they'll convey me over. And then he began to say, he said, I'm also going to need some timber. And I'm going to need some beams. So in other words, Nehemiah is letting the king know what all I'm going to need in order to execute this prayer. In order to bring forth this plan to fruition.
Come
and
on.
I'm going to need some stuff to
Yes.
build the walls up.
That's right. Amen. Word.
Whew, Jesus. I got to give you this right here because you got to know this right here. And it says, come on down to verse 8. And the king granted me according to the good hand of my God upon me. Verse 9. Then I came to the governors beyond the river, and I gave them the king's letter. Now the king had set captains of the army and horsemen with me. Verse 10. But when Sanballat, the Horonite, and Tobias, the servant of the Ammonite, heard of it, it grieved them exceedingly that there was come a man to seek the welfare of the children of Israel. So when I got there, the Lord told me to tell you this. When they hear about it, they're going to be mad.
Come on. Come on.
The Lord told me to tell you that when they hear about it,
They gonna hear.
not see it,
They gonna hear.
but when they hear about it.
Come on.
Because see, the word going to get out first.
Right.
Before they see it. So he said when they hear about it, they're going to be mad about it. Because see what God is going to do, God is going to use somebody else's name and money. You know, when you talk like this.
Come on.
He's going to use somebody else's name and money and going to send it by them to you. But when the haters hear about it,
Jesus.
when your Sanballat hear about it,
Come on.
when your Tobiah hear about it, because look at somebody say they're going to be on the scene.
They gonna be on the scene.
But when they hear about it, the Bible says they're going to get mad.
Jesus.
They're going to get mad. And this is what the Lord said to me. He said, what you're about to get in 2019 and the prayer that you're going to pray that I'm going to be attentive to, he said that prayer not only going to move for you, but it's going to move your enemies.
Jesus.
They're going to get mad.
Come on.
Look, somebody said, don't expect all of them to be happy for you.
Don't expect all of them to be
Because they're
happy.
going to be mad. Because see, just like they doing with Nehemiah, how is it? Who is this?
Come on.
Who is this that looked at this and want to do something about it? Who is this that done laid before the Lord who really want to do something about it? Who is this that's done made it past the gates? Look, somebody say I'm making it past the gates in 2019.
Yes.
Who is this on this side? Done made it past over here where the gates are burned down. Look, somebody say it's me.
It's me. How you doing?
It said when they heard of it, it grieved them. It grieved them, the Bible said, exceedingly. Now, if I could just say this, and y'all know it's in the Bible, look at somebody say they were mad as hell. I'm going to say it like I hear it. That's how, it's one thing for you to be mad, but it's another thing for you to be exceedingly mad. And see, the reason why they exceedingly mad is because even though they don't see the whole picture,
Come on.
they know enough to know this right here. Nehemiah is a threat.
Come on now.
Okay. Whew. Verse 11. So it came to pass. So I came to Jerusalem and was there 3 days. And I arose in the night, I and some few men with me. Neither told I any man what my God had put in my heart to do at Jerusalem. Now let me get this to you. Look at somebody say you don't have to hold it.
You don't have to hold it. You tell nobody.
And look at somebody say you only can take a few.
You only can take a few.
He did not take a multitude. He took a few. But he did not reveal to the few what was in his heart. But he took a few. And he hold it. See, some stuff you ain't going to be able to tell till you get there.
Come on.
I said some stuff you ain't going to be able to tell until you get there. In other words, when the plan is in motion. going. Verse 13. And I went by night, and the gate of the valley, even before the dragon well, into the dung port. And I viewed the walls of Jerusalem, which were broken down, and the gates thereof that were consumed with fire. So what Nehemiah has did, I ain't going to read the whole thing, but what Nehemiah has did, Nehemiah has made it to his destination. Look at somebody say he has made it to the place.
He has made it to the place.
So when he got to the place, what he did was he left a few men behind. And he went to spy it out. Look, somebody said you have to go look at it by yourself.
You gotta look at it by yourself.
You gotta watch yourself.
Now, y'all won't take folks with you. See, you got to know when to take them and you got to know when to leave them. See, he couldn't take them with them on the first trip. He had to go by himself. Because, see, he know what the Lord put in his heart to do. And so what he had to do is go look at it by himself. And leave a few behind. You ain't leaving them behind, but they got to be left behind for you to go see this.
Good.
So he went and he investigated. And then when he got the investigation, the Bible said he went back and he told it to the Jews. He went back and told it to the few that was with him. And then in verse 17, this is what he said. It said, then said I unto them, you see the distress that we are in, and how Jerusalem lieth waste, and the gates thereof are burned with fire. He said, come and let us what? He said, come and let us do what? Of Jerusalem, that we be no more a reproach. And so when I got there, I said to myself, I said, Lord, ain't you tired of people picking? Ain't you tired of people saying, where's your God?
That's right.
He said, so we don't be a reproach. So they don't continue to mock us. Because if we be who we say we are,
Come on.
then why God ain't showed up? You don't hear what I'm... See, that's why I said it got to get bad to you so God can show up. But see, it got bad in Nehemiah. Nehemiah said, you see, don't you? He said, now let us rise up and let us build. Now look what else he says. He said, then I told them of the hand of my God which was good upon me, and also the king's word that he had spoken unto me. And they said, what?
Let us rise up and build.
Let us rise up and build. So they strengthened their hands for this good work.
Hey.
Look at somebody say, I'm getting ready to enter into some good works.
Somebody
Good works.
He strengthened their hands for this good work. But look at verse 19. Look at somebody say they're going to show up again.
They're going to show up again.
See, I got to let you know this in 2019 because I don't want you to go in there thinking that Sanballat and Tobias ain't going to be waiting on you.
Come on.
See it.
I want you to know that they're out there and they're going to be waiting on you. Now look at this, what it said this time. But when Sanballat and the Horonite and Tobias, the servants of the Ammonite, and Geshem, the Arabian, heard of it. Look at somebody say it'll multiply. See, at first it started out with just two of them. You see, now they're accumulating. Because see, what I always tell people this right here, when the devil got kicked out of heaven, he took a third with him. So look, somebody say he don't never like to roll alone. He always like to roll with somebody. He always gonna have him a car full. You don't hear what I'm saying? He gonna always ride deeper. But look, somebody say, but you gonna have to ride light.
You had to ride light. Good.
You're going to have to ride light in 2019. Look at somebody say, just a few.
Just a few.
It said, but when they heard, look at somebody say they heard. Look, ain't nothing happened. They heard it. And the Bible said they laughed us to scorn and despised us and said, what is this thing that you do? Will you rebel against the king? Look at somebody say, is this going to be your answer?
And this is going to be your answer.
Then answer I them.
And then I answered them.
And said unto them, the God of heaven, he will prosper us. And that's what he prayed for.
That's what he prayed for.
And that's what he prayed for. You see Nehemiah saying what he prayed for.
Yes, he is.
Then he said for the Lord to prosper. He said the Lord will prosper us. Therefore we his servant will arise and build. But you have no portion, no right, no memorial in Jerusalem. So what I'm telling you is this, that when they show up, look, somebody tell me, say, you're going to have an answer.
You're going to have an answer.
coming
They coming.
off of something they heard.
Yes.
Off of something they heard. Ain't saw nothing yet because they ain't even started building. But just by what they heard,
Jesus.
they picking off of something they heard. Look at somebody say the word is out.
The word is out.
It's in the streets now.
It's in the streets now.
Because see, some of them was sitting in the church when the Lord gave you a prophetic word. Y'all ain't gonna hear it.
Jesus.
So somebody was sitting in there that's done ran back and told Sanballat and Tobias
About what? Yes.
about what the Lord said over you.
Jesus.
So they done went and told what they heard, but they ain't seen nothing. But by what they heard, they already made.
Jesus.
There it is.
They already made.
Really, man.
So you be wondering sometimes, like, how do they know about that?
Okay.
Always remember, there's always somebody sitting in the church. There's always some spies in the camp.
Come on.
There's always going to be somebody in the house that's going to go back and run what word you got from the Lord. You don't hear me. I'm talking about running mouths.
Right.
You ain't told them nothing. You look at that for like, how you do that?
Heard.
I ain't see you at church that night,
But I heard.
but I heard it.
I heard. Yes.
I heard it.
That's right.
Somebody told me.
Yes.
Somebody told me what the man of God said God was going to do in your life. Somebody told me what the woman of God said God was going to do in your life. And they mad off of something they heard. Go on over. So in chapter 3, I'm not going to read that in chapter 3, but in chapter 3, the building begins. The work has started. So they back on the scene picking, but you got to answer. Chapter 3, the building is in progress. Look at somebody say plan in motion.
Plan in motion.
Look at somebody say you have to pray first.
You had to pray first.
You're going to have to repent.
Repent.
And then God going to grant you
God will grant you
your request.
your request.
Now let's be.
Let's be.
So in chapter 3 they build. So I ain't going to read that chapter 3, but I'm going on chapter 4 and then I'm going to be done. So they build. So I done showed you about he prayed after he inquired. So I done told you in chapter 3 he executed the plan. But look at this right here. Because I got to read this. If somebody say they back on the scene. I want you to know that in every chapter, Tobias and Sanballat shows up. And this is what the Lord told me to tell you is this. Whatever come up during the process, because they're building. It's not completed yet. They're building. So when you start building, Sanballat and Tobias going to start moving. Because see, the enemy is attracted to movement.
That's good.
He ain't attracted to nothing that's standing still. But he is attracted to movement.
Jesus.
So in other words, when God begins to move your plan into action, then you can look for the enemy to start moving. He's not going to be moving away from you. He's going to be moving towards you.
Jesus.
Because now he see the plan in motion. But see, as long as you wasn't doing nothing, you didn't see him. You didn't see him. But once the plan got in motion, then all of a sudden, all of them, I said all of them have showed up. All of them have showed up. Because now it's in motion.
Emotion.
But look at somebody say, whatever you do, during the process, you keep praying
You keep praying.
to God. Look at somebody say, stick to the assignment. It'll be done. When I read these few verses, I'm done. Look at somebody say, but it came to pass. Ooh, what done came to pass now? The walls up. But it came to pass that when Sanballat heard that we would, that we did what?
Build the wall.
That we built the wall. We ain't even finished with it. But that we just got the walls up. They done heard about the walls going up. Watch this. Watch this. He was what? Wroth. And he took great indignation and mocked the Jews. So now they even madder than they was when they got the word. Because I told you, they ain't going to show up and show out until it's in motion.
Come on.
See, it was all right long as they heard it, wasn't nothing going on.
Come on.
But see, now the building has started.
Yes. That's right.
So now they're real man. Because see, you done made it a step further.
Come on.
Look at somebody say, whatever you do, keep moving.
Keep moving.
You gotta keep moving. In 2019, you got to keep moving because you want to do what? You want to execute.
All right. You got to execute.
So look what it says. And he spake before his brethren and the army of Samaria and said, what do these feeble Jews? Will they fortify themselves? Will they sacrifice? Will they make an end in a day? Will they revive the stones out of the heap of the rubbish which are burned? Now Tobiah the Ammonite was by him, and he said, even that which they build, if a fox go up, he shall even break the stone wall. Now this is what they say. Because even though they see all this, can I just tell you this, even though they're going to see the evidence,
All right.
they still don't want to speak against it.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's right.
I mean, the walls are up, and they laughing. Somebody, if a fox go up, it'll fall down. In other words, they praying for your downfall. Well, look at somebody say, the prayers of the righteous. I say the prayers of the righteous. The word of God tells me that they avail it much. And since God already in on what Nehemiah is doing, how many of you know that he has started, it will be finished? Look at somebody say, get God here.
Get out of here.
Jesus.
So let them laugh and let them pick. Because look at verse 4. What did Nehemiah do? He did what? So this is what the Lord told me to tell you. That whatever come up, you got to take that same approach. You go straight to prayer. Don't get in no words with them. Don't get in no, but this ain't what was said. Don't you say nothing. Your saying gonna be dead to God. Because remember, you already done prayed about this. God already done gave you the green light about this. So if God done gave you the green light, then that means God is with you in this. So you let God deal with them. You just keep praying and building, and God will deal with your enemies. But what you got to know in 2019 is this. When it come up, look at somebody say pray.
Pray.
Hey. Come up.
He said, hear, O our God, for we are despised, and turn their reproach upon their own head, and give them for a prey in the land of captivity, and cover not their iniquity, and let not their sins be blotted out from before thee. They have provoked thee to anger before the builders. Verse 6. So we built the wall, and all the walls were joined together unto half thereof, for the people had a what?
Mind to work.
That's good.
And this is what the Lord said to me. He said, Nehemiah knows now he has my ear.
All right. That's right. That's right.
He know now that he got access.
Right.
He know now that all he got to do, just like he did the first time. Notice he didn't go to the king first. He went to God first. Then he went to the king about it. Do you see the order?
Yes.
Now you see about when they said what they said. He didn't get in no confrontation with them. He went to the Lord and he prayed about it, and he told the Lord what they were doing.
Amen.
And after he told the Lord what they were doing, in other words, he just took a break to pray. And then they resumed the work. Because why? The plan is already in motion. See, that's what you got to understand in 2019. Once your plan get in motion, you have to stick and stay with the plan.
Yes.
You have to pray as you go and keep building. Look, somebody say, build and pray. Build and pray. Build and pray. That's what you're going to have to do in 2019. Build, pray. Something come up, take a break, pray, start that building. In other words, you got to execute this thing all the way through.
All right, man. Yes.
Knowing that the enemy is going to show up.
That's right. Yes.
That is his job. Because why he want to show up? This is what it said. Go on down. So I'm about done. Verse 7. But it came to pass that when Sanballat and Tobiah and the Arabians and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites, somebody say still accumulating.
Still accumulating.
They're going to add some more to the game. Heard that the walls of Jerusalem were made up and that the breaches began to be stopped. Then they were very wroth. Because in other words, when you think about a breach, there's a crack.
That's right, fine.
But God done sealed the crack. They can't get in.
Jesus.
See, it was all right long as you had some cracks in your phone. Come on, it was all right long as you had some cracks. And they can get through there and they can see some stuff. But now, because God is in on it, and you got God with you in this, so what God has did now is sealed up the cracks.
Jesus.
Look, somebody say, can't see nothing.
Can't see nothing.
Look, somebody say, they're going to be on the outside trying to look in. I said trying to look in. But all they're going to have is an outside view.
That's it.
So the preacher sealed up. Can't see nothing. Don't know what's going on in the inside. But look what it says. They mad now. Verse 8. And look what they're going to do. And conspire all of them together to come and to fight against Jerusalem and to do what? To hinder it. They can't stop it. They can't stop it. But they can hinder it. And the only way they're going to hinder it if you don't continue to pray and keep building. Because if you stop too long, if you take a break too long, you're going to give the enemy some space to come in. So that's why I say in 2019, you're going to have to pray, build, pray. You're going to have to stay on top of it. Look, somebody say you got to stay on top of it. If you're going to execute it, you're going to have to stay on top of it. So they want to hinder it. They want to delay it.
Jesus.
So now they're trying to all get together and conspire. Look, somebody say that's them secret meetings. That's them plots and plans and schemes to figure out, since we know you got the walls up, it's got to be some other kind of way we can get in here.
That's right.
I got to find some kind of way to get in here. But see, when you are focused on that thing, when you are focused to execute it, it don't matter what comes, it don't matter what the enemy is saying, you still gonna keep on building. See, you got to go up in 2019 with a made-up mind. Like the word of God said, they had a mind to build. In other words, you got to set your mind in motion to build before you even start.
Right.
Amen. That's right.
You got to have let me tell you, if you're gonna do anything for the Lord, you got to have a mind to build. And you got to be able to build in the face of adversity, opposition. I'm telling you what I know. That you got to have a mindset. Because see, when you fix your mindset to finish, when you fix your mindset, then you already know I ain't letting nothing stop me. I'm not going to let nothing stop me. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they try to do. My mind is made up that I'm going to execute this thing. My mind is made up that I'm going to finish strong. See, you got to go in with that type of mindset. Look, somebody say, get your mind right.
Get your mind right.
And it said, and Judah said, the strength of the bearers of the burden is decayed, and there is much rubble, so that we are not able to build the wall. And our adversary said, they shall not know, neither see, till we come in the midst among them and do what? Slay them and cause their work to do what?
Cease.
So what they let you know? What that's telling you? Just because you got the walls up, they ain't gonna stop. They ain't gonna stop coming because you got your walls up. Look, somebody said they're gonna come even harder now. And I'm gonna show you how they're gonna come even harder. Look what it said they did 10 times. It said they did this 10 times. Look, somebody said they did this 10 times.
They did this 10 times.
So in other words, he's gonna make several attempts. I'm just giving you heads up because I want when it come up on you next year, you be myself. Where did that come from?
Jesus.
I'm already telling you. Look, somebody said some stuff gonna come up. In the midst of you executing your plan. Look what it said. And it came to pass that when the Jews which dealt by them came, they said unto us 10 times, from all places whence ye shall return unto us, they will be upon you. You see what they was telling them? 10 times they was telling them, wherever you go, we're going to be on top of you. Wherever you go, we're going to be right there. Told them that 10 times because you want to do what? You want to inflict fear. Because anybody know that when you fear something, it'll stop you from moving. It'll stop your work. It'll stop you from going forward. All the devil need to do is get some fear in you. And so they did that 10 times to try to stop the work that was already in motion. But look at somebody say, but I will, and I won't stop. Tell them say in 2019, somebody tell them say, I'm going to get it, and 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 I'm going to get it. You got to have that kind of mindset. You got to have that kind of mindset going into 2019. You got, look, somebody say, you got to have that kind of mindset going in. You got to have it. Look, somebody said, I got to set my mind right.
I got to set my mind right.
Because see, when you went in 18, you didn't set your mind up. You just went in 18, you know, it's just another day, another year, and you just went on, you know, just doing casual work like you always. You didn't have no plan, you didn't have no nothing. But if you're going to execute, and Lord told me to tell you this, he said, what I desire to do for you in 2019, because somebody tell him, say, it's great.
It's great.
It's nothing small.
It's nothing small.
See, if it was something small that he was doing with Nehemiah, then they never would have came that many times.
Come on.
But because of what they heard was so great, even though they couldn't see it, they was trying to get to it before Nehemiah got started.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But the plan was already in motion.
Right.
So they knew they couldn't stop it because it was already in motion, but maybe we can delay it a little bit. Maybe we can hinder them a little bit. Maybe we can get them to fear and stop working. That way the building won't be completed. Look at somebody say, now be prepared.
Be prepared.
Because some stuff gonna come up. Now last verse, let's skip right here to verse 15. Y'all ready? It said, and it came to pass, when our enemies heard, and it came to pass, when our enemies heard, and it came to pass, when our enemies heard, that it was known unto us, that it was known unto us, that it was known unto us.
Okay.
And God had brought their counsel to what? That we return all of us to the wall, everyone unto his what?
Works.
Can I tell you something? The Lord will never have you ignorant of the enemy's devices.
Come on.
When he has commissioned you to do a work.
Come on.
Come on.
Whatever it is that God has you to execute in 2019, you better believe if it's anything that the enemy is doing. Look at somebody say, he's going to let you in on
He
it.
gonna let you in on it.
So no matter how they plot, no matter how they was planning, Nehemiah said that the Lord brought their words to naught. That goes back to the word of God. Weapons may form, but they don't prosper. They formed a lot of weapons, but they did not prosper. Why they wasn't going to prosper? Because God was in on it. So you're going to need God to be in on your plans in 2019. You just can't be making plans. You're going to have to pray and then plan.
Yes.
And when God gives you the go-ahead, somebody say, it's go ahead.
Just go ahead.
You ain't got to say, Lord, if this really you. Lord, if this really you, let it rain. Lord, if it's really you, let 3 people come to me. And come on now.
Come on.
You're too old to be putting fleeces out there. You've been saved too long.
Amen.
You've been in the word too long. You've been going to church too long. If anybody should know God, if you got 5 years over in the Lord, you ought to know the voice of the Lord.
Amen. Amen.
You're right. I'm talking about, Lord, if it's really you. I just need you to show me one more time. You know, Lord, can you show me if it's really you, Lord? Just let me meet somebody at the store. Let me bump into somebody. You're just putting all kind of stuff out there. Now I understand a baby Christian doing that, but not you old jokers. You're too old for that. You're too old to be throwing out fleeces. You've been walking with the Lord too long. All thing you need to do is just obey God.
That's it.
That's all it is. Nobody keep throwing them fleeces out there because you really don't want to move. You really don't want to do it. So that's why you keep throwing stuff out there. Well, Lord, if it's really, I just don't feel like this is you, Lord. But you know, if it's really, 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 really you. If it's really...
Jesus. All right, watch yourself.
He performs stuff like that for babies, so it'll help their faith. You're supposed to be further along in your faith about if God tell you to do something, whether it makes sense to you or not. You're supposed to just do it.
Just do it.
You're supposed to just do it. Just like the Lord told me to go look for a building. What? I ain't got but 7 members and $1,200 in the bank. You're supposed to look for a building. A building? He told me, he said, but you got a pocket full of faith. And faith ain't broke. I got up. I was about to pray, I got up. put my shoes on, and I got to ride and looking and call the realtor because I was meeting folks on that day.
All right.
I'm off today. Can you meet me today? And that's why I tell you, that's why you need God's ear.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Amen.
And that's why you need to have an ear to hear. You need to start praying, Lord, anoint my ears so that I can hear you.
Yes.
Put some oil on them jokers.
Yes.
Lay hands on your own ear.
Yes.
And say, come, say, ear, hear.
Yes.
What thus says the Lord. And when you hear, adhere to it, and look at somebody say, and obey it.
You know,
Amen.
Because if not, you're going to keep walking around here dead. And you're going to miss a lot of stuff that God wants to give you and God wants to do for you, all because you have a deaf ear. And you're going to need God's ear. He said, come on now.
Amen.
Faith come by what?
Hearing.
Everything God going to do for you going to come by hearing. You're going to hear it first and see it later.
Amen.
And I did that. And I went looking for building about a whole year. And it was a year later. I got this big old building right here. And I ain't going to go to the store because y'all done heard my testimony about the building. And the thing of it is, I tell people, I said, and I'm single. And I only had 7 members, and I work at J.C. Penney's. And all we had was $1,200 in the bank. They asked me where we were sitting at in about 90 days. Had some whole lot of zeros behind some money in the bank. Because I acted on what God told me. And I told us, like, it's you did. And you know what you got to do. And you know what I'm going to need. So I just began to tell him what I was going to need. And so what he did, he had somebody to call me and ask me what I need. See, this happened to me for real. This happened to me for real. Somebody I didn't even really know called me and asked me, what do you need to get in the building? I said, Lord, I was just telling you. An hour or so before. Because see, if you're going to go into something, this is another thing you're going to do. You're going to have to, like I said, you're going to have to inquire and you're going to have to investigate. In other words, you got to count up the cost. You got to count up the cost. You got to see what you're going to need to do this and what it's going to take for you to do this. You hear what I'm saying? You're going to have to inquire. You just can't stop jumping and doing stuff. Some of y'all just jump out there and you just do stuff. No, you're going to have to sit down like Nehemiah did and pray and fast and inquire of the Lord and get clearance from the Lord as to what you should do, what you're going to need, what kind of levels you're going
Right. Right. Exactly.
So I sat there and I said, okay, Lord. I came over here and I looked at this building. I said, now you know it's going to have to be redone. Now you know I'm going to want this, and this going to need to be done, and that's going to need to be done, and that's going to, and I promise you, I had just got out the house club that night. I wasn't even at home an hour. And I got a phone call out the blue. I was just sitting here and the Lord told me to call you and ask you what you need in the bill. Jesus. Lady wrote me a check for $10,000 that next day. $10,000 that with a smile.
Mm-hmm.
Not no $10,000. And checks just kept coming with them zeros behind it. And they still coming. And they still coming. And they still coming. Because why? If God called you to do a work, you better believe everything you need. Mm-hmm. I said everything. You ain't got to fear. I don't care what come. I don't care what go. You can't be moved by nothing because you got to know just like Nehemiah. The Lord is going to prosper me in this because he has granted me my request for me to do this. And when you know that, that's what you walk by, and you never be moved by what you see, what they say, what they give, and what they don't give.
All right. Amen.
So you know you're going to have to count the cost. You're going to have to go into 2019. That's why I got all these planners up here. And everybody get them a planner. Because I want them to go, and Lord want them to go in 2019 with a plan. So you just stop around here wasting time. Doing meaningless stuff, just like what it said about that strategy right there. You ain't got no kind of strategy. You get up every week, do the same stuff. You ain't making no progress. You just running in place. Some of you still in the same place you was 2017 and 2018. And if you go into 2019 with that same mindset, guess what? You still gonna stay in the same place.
Mm-hmm.
But how many of you ready to get to a place?
Yes.
How many of you really ready to see something executed in your life? And I want you to know, I ain't gonna read no more, but I want you to know this right here. That Nehemiah done finished that wall. I want you to know that work was completed. But it was not completed without the enemy showing up.
That's good.
He showed up. They showed up. But if you keep your mind fixed on the Lord, if you keep your mind fixed on your plan, how many of you got some stuff you want to see God do for you next year? That's the main question. How many of you got some stuff that you know you want to execute? I mean, like you want to execute. I mean, you want to see that thing come to fruition. You want to see that thing come to pass. Then if that's what you want, then you're going to have to plan. You're going to have to pray. Then you're going to have to execute the plan. And you're going to have to look at somebody and say, you're going to have to get up.
You had to get up.
Because see, some of y'all don't want to get up. You're going to have to get up and look at somebody and say, you're going to have to do something.
You had to do something.
Because even though God gave me that word, it was still a part I had to play.
Come on.
He wasn't going to come down here and look for the building for me, drive me around. Y'all ain't going to hear him. He wasn't going to do that for me. He gave me the word.
That's it.
Now I either take him at his word. What you say, Elder last week? Baby said, be it unto me according to your word. See, that's what you're going to have to do in 2019. Just be it unto me according to your word. It ain't got to make sense to you. Stop waiting for stuff to make sense for you.
Come on.
When God said, look at somebody say, just do it.
Just do it.
Nike say, just do it. I be hearing Nehemiah doing it. He just prayed about it, and God got God's ear and got up and did something about it.
Amen.
And did not let nothing stop him. I don't care what came. There was so many incidents about people showing up, want to have secret meetings with him. He said, why should I cease from what I'm doing and come down to hear what you got to say? And I ain't talking about no anybody coming. I'm talking about prophets was coming. So can I tell you something? Look for them people in them high places that you come. Want to have them meetings with you. To get you off of what God telling you to do. Want you to come down and cease from the work that you're doing. So that you can hear what they got to say. Look, somebody said they ain't talking about nothing.
They ain't talking about nothing.
Look, somebody said they ain't talking about nothing. So you're going to have to be careful when you start executing stuff. All of a sudden, people out of nowhere going to start popping up and want to go to lunch with you, take you out to eat, want to hang out with you. They ain't been wanting to hang out with you.
Come on.
They ain't been wanting to take you to lunch. But now they see your plan in motion. All of a sudden now, can we do dinner? Can we hang out? You ain't been wanting to hang out with me when I was sitting right here in the valley, still trying to figure out what the Lord wants me to do. But all of a sudden now you see my walls up. Now you see me going forth. Now you want to have a little meeting. Look at somebody say, I'll pass.
I'll pass.
That's right.
That's all right, preacher.
I'll pass.
You better look at some stuff in 2019 and say, I'll pass.
I'll pass.
No, you trying to distract me.
Yeah.
You trying to stop me. And he sure gonna try to stop it when you done made it to a certain place.
Come on.
When you just done made it to a certain place. You ain't even made it to the place, but when you just done made it to a certain place. Look at somebody say when you get halfway there. When you get halfway there, look at somebody say them meetings coming.
Meeting's coming.
Bishop so-and-so. Apostle so-and-so. Prophet so-and-so. Want to have a meeting. But wasn't nobody looking for you last year.
Come on.
I said, wasn't nobody looking for you. Your phone was so dry, none of them called you. But all of a sudden, they called you. Look at somebody say, do not stop. Do not stop working your plan. Because remember, in 2019, you're going to execute. You're going to achieve.
Yes.
You're going to accomplish. Look at somebody saying, I'm going to finish strong.
And I'm going to finish strong.
Look at somebody tell me words, say, you got to keep your mind
You got to keep your
on
mind
the plan
on the plan
and on the word.
and on the word.
Don't let what they say move you, but let your prayer move them.
But let your prayer move them. That's good.
Don't let what they say move you, but you let your prayers move them. If you just let God be God and pray for your enemies, God will move them. I said God will move them because no matter what Sanballat and Tobias they were saying, look at somebody say they couldn't move nothing.
They couldn't move nothing.
Look at somebody say the only thing gonna be moving is their mouths. That was the only thing moving. They couldn't stop nothing. So in 2019, you got to stay on guard.
That's
The
good.
Lord said you're gonna have to set a guard over this thing. You know, when you set a guard or something, you protect it.
Yes.
You ain't gonna let anything. And you ain't gonna let anybody. So what I'm letting you know is this right here. Whatever it is your plans is to execute in 2019, I want to let you know you're gonna have to set a guard over it.
Yes.
You're gonna have to set a watch over it. And you're gonna have to watch over it day and night. Because the enemy gonna always be lurking day and night. That's get up, Tanya. That's why it's good to have somebody to have your back. Put your back up against mine.
Okay.
She can see behind me, and I can see in front of us. So that's why you can't have a multitude in 2019. That's why it's only going to
That's
be a few.
good.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you got to have somebody who got your back.
That's right.
Because see, you can't see what's coming behind. So if I'm walking this way, I still got to have somebody in the back that's covering me.
That's
So
good.
when somebody say in 2019,
2019.
get the right back up.
Get the right back up. Yes.
You got to get the right back up. If you gonna go up, you got to have the right back up. Now look at somebody and tell them these words that I'm going in.
Going in.
Full of faith.
Full of faith.
Look at somebody else tell them say I'm going in.
I'm going in.
Full of faith.
Full of faith.
Look at somebody say now execute.
Now execute.
Amen.